Here are the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. Vietnamese Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh congratulated President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. for the Philippines' measures to combat COVID-19 as well as economic recovery efforts. The two leaders agreed on stronger partnerships during the 40th and 41st ASEAN summits and related summits in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Marcos discussed the fortifying of relations between the two countries in agriculture, trade, and security. Chinh also expressed eagerness to work with the Philippines, particularly in maritime issues like illegal fishing and balancing trade. They also agreed to strengthen their partnership in defense, trade, investment, and agriculture. Meanwhile, Marcos accepted the Vietnamese leader's invitation to a state visit in Vietnam. The Senate approved the 8.9 billion pesos proposed budget for the Office of the President and its attached agencies for next year. The amount includes the 4.5 billion pesos confidential and intelligence funds. Senator Sonny Angara said former President Rodrigo Duterte had also asked for the same amount. Angara noted that there is a need for the chief executive to have his share of confidential and intelligence fund because he is an information gatherer and not a mere user of funds. Angara sponsored the 2023 General Appropriations Act. He is also the chairman of the Senate Committee on Finance. Senate Minority Leader Aquilino Pimentel III earlier questioned the allocated amount of confidential and intelligence funds due to a lack of transparency. Instead of submitting liquidation reports, Pimentel asked if the agencies receiving the controversial funds, including the Office of the President, will just submit their periodic accomplishment reports. Angara said this would not cause any problems since the two branches of the government have a healthy relationship. In sports, the Philippine Sports Commission and the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas have condemned the brawl that took place during the game between College of St. Benilde and Jose Rizal University in the NCAA Season 98 last Tuesday. PSC Chair Noli Ayala firmly called out on Twitter the punching spree of JRU forward John Amores. On the other hand, SBP has reached out to the NCAA to share its concern over the incident. Amores now faces legal charges as sports personalities and groups continue to express their criticism. He has been suspended indefinitely from playing in the league along with several other players who were involved in the fight. Even after separation, parents still stay as parents and thus should continue to give support not only emotionally but also financially to their children left in the care of their partner. However, in the Philippines, the number of single mothers demanding for child support from the father of their children increases over the years. Irish Marie Kaidoy tells us this story.
Being part of a broken family is already difficult for a child, but moreover for the mother who is left all alone to care for them and raise them. At the House of Representatives, Davao City 1st District Representative Paulo Duterte filed a bill seeking punishment for deadbeat parents who intentionally and continuously fail to support their children. House Bill 4807, or the Child Support Responsibility Act, states that deadbeat parents will be sentenced to 2 to 4 years in prison and fined between 100,000 to 300,000 pesos, depending on the court's discretion. Under the measure, first-time offenders may be granted probation. However, fathers habitually fail to give support would face harsher penalties. Then a World Health Organization study which showed that approximately 15 million Filipinos, mostly women, are single parents. The Philippine News Agency asked the public's opinion and most people agreed to the bill.
Agree naman po ako doon kasi syempre bilang isang magulang may obligasyon ka naman talaga sa anak mo, lalo kapag halimbawa kaming hiniwalayan ako ng mister ko, may karapatan pa rin naman siyang suportahan yung nagiging anak namin. Syempre pag ganun, kung hindi naman kaya talaga, wag na lang sigurong bumuo ng pamilya or hanggat maaga, di ba? Isipin na lang muna nila bago sila bumuo ng isang pamilya kung hindi pa handa.
Jessa Garcia, a 35-year-old single mother, also agrees with the proposed bill as it will penalize only those who are irresponsible.
Agree po ako dun, ma'am, kasi sa akin, sa father din neto, hindi kasi nagsusuporta, kaya dapat lang talaga silang makulong at saka mamultahan para maano sila ba, tawag nito, maobliga. Kasi pag hindi mo sila inobliga, wala eh. Wala. Yes po. Dapat lang. Para hindi naman kami kawawang mga mother na kami lahat nagsasacrifice sa anak namin tapos walang suporta galing sa tatay.
Meanwhile, a 19-year-old Hannah Nicole Oliver said that if passed into law, the government should also assure its proper implementation.
Sa current government, I think hindi siya makakatulong kasi sa estado ng buhay ngayon, hindi naman lahat ng magulang na hindi kayang suportahan yung anak, ginusto nila yon. So may mga magulang na kapos sa buhay pero I think gumagawa naman din ng paraan na masuportahan. Pero yung government kasi natin, parang I think fail siya sa justice system na pwedeng ma-overlook yung fact na yun na hindi kayang supportan. Pero I think obligasyon talaga yun ng parents na di naman sa pero nag-anak ka kasi. So yung parang yung action na yun na nag-anak ka nga pero yung consequences ayaw mo i-face, na hindi mo ina-acknowledge na kailangan mo supportan yung anak mo. So dapat maging responsible.
For the Pna Newsroom, I am Irish Marie Kaidoy.
That's the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head onto the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We're also shown on the social media pages of the Office of Press Secretary and Radyo Pilipinas RP1. I'm Stephanie Sevillano. We tell stories that inspire change.